What's up, YouTube? This is II Tech. For this video, I'm going to be combining two videos, basically because I don't necessarily have time to put up the two more videos, so fuck it. We're going to see how this goes. Typically, I have a bunch of stats to look at and so forth. I'm not doing that for this video. I'm going to see how it goes, and so for the first game I'm going to be doing is the Colts versus the Ravens. It's going to be at the Ravens. Statistically, teams on the road have done very well in Wild Card Weekend, and 5 of the last 6 years, one of the Wild Card teams have appeared in the Super Bowl. The last 2 years, a Wild Card team has won the Super Bowl. I'm actually going to fix my hat real quick, and that's much better. Anyway, Andrew Luck, what an amazing story to turn that team around that much, that fast. And honestly, this team is not much different than it was last year. Pretty much the same. Coby Fleener's been he's been all right, but other than Andrew Luck, that's the only real addition they made to this team. And his chemistry with Reggie Wayne's incredible. I actually had Wayne on my fantasy team this year, and that guy carried the shit out of my team this year. So thank you, Reggie Wayne. But I would like to say that it's very depressing that this will be Ray Lewis's last year, and this could possibly be his last game. He announced his retirement, and that's very depressing to me. I feel like it's the end of an era. I really like that guy a lot as a person too. If any of you have never seen his football life, it's about Ray Lewis. You can find it on YouTube. It's pretty inspirational. And anyway, back to what really matters. So the Colts are going there. The Colts have been pretty good on offense. Their defense is mediocre at best, and the Ravens' defense has been getting worse. But I will say this: they've had a lot of starters out this year, including Ray Lewis, who is back for this game among other people. So they should have a revamped defense. In the past few weeks, at least, Brian Pollard, sorry, their safety, he's really good. He complements Ed Reed very well. He's been having to come up in the box and basically make plays because they're so weak at the linebacker position with the absence of Lewis. With Lewis coming back, it's going to really help in pass coverage, which has been, I'd say, their biggest weakness lately. So they've been really exposed in that area of the field. But with Pollard falling back, it's going to help a lot. Look, Vic Ballard's been great in Colts running game, but what this is ultimately going to come down to is the Ravens have so much more experience in the playoffs. They have so much more talent than the Colts do. Like, the Colts have a good team, but they're not even 11-5 caliber. The fact that they made it there is pretty incredible to me. They're the only playoff team that has a negative point differential or point spread. Essentially, in the average game, their defense allows more points than their offense scores, which is ridiculous that you end up at 11-5. To say the least, they are the best team at winning close games. So I mean, all but 3 of their wins have been within 7 points, and so I mean that says enough right there. But I don't know. I feel like Ray Rice and those guys are going to exploit their defense really well because of how weak their defense is. And another interesting statistic, since the John Harbaugh, Joe Flacco era, they have yet to miss. They have won every single time in the first game they play in the playoffs. So they're 5 for 5 in first playoff games. I don't expect that to change this week. I think Andrew Luck's a great story, and I think that Andrew Luck will definitely be playing in a Super Bowl in the near future, but I don't think this is the year. Especially with Ray Lewis's retirement, that team's going to be pumped. If that doesn't motivate your team to play good football, I don't know what does. I might be wrong with this one. This one's kind of a toss-up for me, but I'm going to stick with Baltimore. In our other game, we have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. This is the most excited. This is the video I want to do the most for Wild Card Weekend besides Redskins Seahawks. And look, this is what this game comes down to. It's obvious to me that Adrian Peterson is going to tear shit up in Green Bay because he does every single time they play. Every single time I watch these two teams play twice or 3 times in this case, every single year. And every year, that guy just is averaging 200 yards a game for them. That's retarded. That's so many yards. But I expect Adrian Peterson to have a good day. Last time it was a barn burner of a game, but look, Christian Ponder, the best way I can explain that guy is inconsistent, to say the least. I do not see him exploiting. What Green Bay's defense is a lot better than it was last year. And they don't necessarily make the huge plays that they used to with all the interceptions, but they should have Charles Woodson back this week, which is going to help their secondary out, tremendously help their secondary out. And Casey Hayward, my God, that guy is so good. I honestly think he should be Defensive Rookie of the Year. If he would have played every single game this year, I think he would be winning that award. But hey, it's all good. You know, he's playing at a very high caliber. His inside zone coverage, so good. My God. And I just don't see Christian Ponder outplaying Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, okay, he's good during the regular season. He is ridiculous during the postseason. Highest quarterback rating ever in the postseason of 105. His quarterback rating in postseason games, 105. Last time these two teams played a week ago, threw 4 touchdown passes. He has yet to throw an interception against this team this year. And furthermore, it's been, God, 3 years now since an NFC North team has beat Green Bay at Lambeau. And to put that into perspective, there's 3 teams from the NFC North that play at Lambeau every year. And it's been a long time since one of those teams would be. I just don't see it happening. Green Bay has so much talent on offense. It is ridiculous. Everybody. The one thing Green Bay has always had trouble with is running the football. And with Ryan Grant coming back, that whole team, Alex Green's running better. I don't know what it was about that guy, but it really, really helped the offense. They've been getting it going. Last week, Minnesota held them in check. I don't necessarily think that Green Bay is going to have a great rushing day. I expect them to have a better rushing day, though, since they do have the home field advantage. But what it comes down to is, if this turns into a game like last time, I can't imagine Christian Ponder leading in offense better than Aaron Rodgers is, especially considering Rodgers plays better statistically during the playoffs. So that's what that comes down to. On a side note, so I'm picking this week, I got Green Bay over the Vikings, and I think it's going to be a high-scoring game like it was last week. Not as high necessarily, but I expect another shootout, mostly because Adrian Peterson, he's going to get his yards. And, on a side note, if this does come down close, though, I feel like the Vikings have a shot at winning this game. I really do. Good God, them making the playoffs was incredible to me. A few weeks ago, when people asked me if I thought the Vikings were going to make the playoffs, no, not a chance. They'd have to beat their schedule. The last 5 weeks was Bears twice, Green Bay twice, and San Francisco. And they had to play Houston. This is the last 6 games. I was like, there's no way this team. So them making the playoffs is incredible. And obviously this team is fighting them, and they're determined to win football games. And they're going to come in here, and they're going to score points. There's no question about it. But I think Green Bay is going to score more points, I guess. If it comes down to a close game like last time, if I had to count on one field goal kicker to make a kick, it would be Minnesota's kicker. Blair Walsh, that guy is a machine. Him and Zerline, Jesus Christ, rookie kickers this year. Credible. Anyway, Blair Walsh stud. If it comes down to that, I think Minnesota has a good chance. Also, I'd like to say that, on a side note, because I have to put this out there, this is hilarious. I found this out just before I put up this video off NFL.com. I pretty much jerk off to that website. I'm on there every single day, multiple times a day. If there's an article up there, I've probably read it. And Rex Ryan, who is the Jets, it's so much funnier because it's Rex Ryan who got this. He, after his Jets went 6-10, and he went to the Bahamas, and he got a tattoo of his wife Tebowing wearing a Mark Sanchez jersey. So I thought Mark Sanchez and Rex Ryan were butt buddies before, but yeah, he just took that to a whole new level, and it was hilarious to me. You should seriously look it up if you have a chance. Anyway, this is II Tech. I'm signing out, and hopefully I stay 4-0 this year with Baltimore and Green Bay winning. So, peace.